Welcome back. This is season 2 of Not Quite Cinema. We have so much to get into. Everything is happening, everything all at once. We're going to see that movie too. But I just want to welcome everyone back. I'm so glad we're here. And we're here to talk the movies and shows that grab our eyes, turn off our brains, and make a few folks out there say that's not quite cinema. And also the ones that like our cinema.
Yeah.
But Jeremy, I want you to lead us off. Tell us what we got going on, because we took a week off in between like whatever we were doing for spring break. But I think everything just happened. Like,
pretty
everything
much.
is like getting into the momentum of everything. So hit us with what's going on. Just
Most definitely. We definitely, like, before I get into the topics, like, we took this week off and our calendar just filled with stuff. Like, immediately. Our calendar for April is like, I don't think we can put anything else in April. Like, we have so much stuff coming. But
like COVID just knocked out like the movie world and cinema, right?
Yeah.
And streaming was like streaming. And then they're making a comeback, man. They're throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks right now.
Most definitely. So, a quick mention also. We're going to be having a special episode come out this next week. I'm not really sure when it's going to be, like what day it'll be released, but Oscars are Sunday, and we didn't want you to have to go like the whole week without hearing anything from us. So, we're going to release probably a midweek episode somewhere in there. But
we will be dapper.
Yes, we will be dapper. But let's get into our intro, our topics here. So Morbius, they had some press junket screenings. You might have seen a TikTok Ben posted. But we got some reactions, some info to go through. With 2 weeks passing, we did, again, have a good amount of news coming out about some new projects, some directors we love. Ben and I have liked the structure of a 10-episode season so far. That's going to be kind of the norm from here on out. But we also, wanted to mention we're going to try and take a little step out of, the box this season.
Instead of simple movie reviews,
Yeah, we'll see. And then, to wrap us up, we're just going to give, a little look ahead to what's coming. In no way is that going to be like set in stone. That's what we're doing for 10 weeks. Like, it's going to change. It's very, very likely that we will not adhere to the structure that we say in this at all. So, first, let's
expect nothing, but expect a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get into Morbius.
All right,
go on.
So, Morbius has been delayed about 6 or 7 times,
something like that.
We've been getting trailers for the last 2.5 years, right?
Yeah,
and the entire time, everyone's been speculating, like, is this going to be another Venom? Or is it going to be just bad? Or is it just going to be a mix of Venom where it's, like, stupid fun, but also bad? No one knows what this movie is.
Not really.
Also, everyone's confused as to, like, there's Spider-Man in the background of a shot of the trailer.
Yeah.
And then there's the Daily Bugle references to Venom in the trailer where he says, I'm Venom, or they mention the San Francisco incidents, right? So, all of that's been cut. Apparently, after these the press screening or after the early screening that was shown, all of that's been cut. And not only has all of that been cut, people are left even more confused, and also people hate it. People hate the movie. People hate it so very much.
I'm not usually one to believe all of the, like, I hate reading the reviews when they start coming, like, flooding in. Like, some movies I'm nervous about, like Batman. As soon as the scores came out, I checked it because I was like, I don't want it to be bad so badly. I don't want it to be bad. But yeah, I gotta say, I am wholeheartedly, this just confirms what I already felt like was going to happen with this movie.
Yeah.
That it was just going to suck. Yeah.
I was so disappointed. They were...
Go on.
I'm sorry. They were just... They had everything going for them.
They did.
With the Spider-Verse, you had it into the Spider-Verse, everyone loved it, and everyone, like, kind of grasped onto that concept and wanted more of that concept of the Spider-Verse, right? And then we got the multiverse with, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming through, and you're like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Morbius, you could put us in for a treat, because who the fuck cares about Morbius?
Not really anybody.
By himself, if he doesn't have Spider-Man involved.
Yeah.
And that's the movie we're getting. It's just Morbius.
Yeah.
It's just Morbius. Like, I think they got so lucky with Venom that they're thinking, bro, we could do this with anyone.
Yeah, but, like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, Venom is a big character. Like, Venom's an important character. Morbius is kind of obscure to Spider-Man. Even, I feel like, what is the point of giving him a solo movie?
When they first announced it, I'm like, I'm aware of him, but it's only because I've, like, read comics and I've been aware of this character of Spider-Man since I was, like, literally 4 years old, and I loved everything Spider-Man.
Yeah.
the general audience is going to be like, who the fuck is Morbius? It's like, it's so confusing to be like, who the fuck is this guy, man?
Yeah.
Like, why do I care about him? And the movie's just going to suck, and I'm so disappointed in it. But
yeah, definitely.
What else do you expect from Sony, right?
Yeah, but I mean, okay.
Wait, we shouldn't be speaking. It's bad. Maybe you like it and I don't.
I mean, maybe, and that could be the case, but I mean, we knew going in, I didn't really enjoy Jared Leto all that much as an actor.
He's a hater.
So, I mean, yeah, you can just call me that. And I don't really, I think he's mad overrated. But, you know, it's really just the way that I saw it described today really bummed me out. That they described it as a 2005 plot with confusing CGI and shitty acting quality. So I'm not very excited to see this movie, and I already wasn't on the hype train. It being, like you said, pushed back so many times. Like it took me a while to even get interested. It's how I feel about the they had this movie coming out, Kraven the Hunter with Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I remember, yeah.
I don't really care about that either. I'm like, who? I don't give a fuck. Like, give me a Doctor Doom. Can I get a better villain, please?
Characters that are good in the comics and are compelling. Like I don't know. Like
that's fair.
Fuck you. Sorry, Sony.
No,
but you fucked up.
But you kind of deserved that a little bit. You did. Yeah.
Come on, man.
You did us good with Into the Spider-Verse. If you fuck Across the Spider-Verse, I will be so upset.
Dude, I think
if that movie isn't at least okay, I'm gonna be so mad, dude. I really, Sony, please don't do me dirty on this. I know you need Marvel to make a good movie, but please don't do me dirty on Across the Spider-Verse later this year.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right, well, that's our words to Sony. Let's move on to our next little piece of news.
It's all of our news. Like literally all the news we got. Just some stuff we'll get through, and then I'll get to the topics we'll probably talk about for a bit. With James Gunn, he had an interview recently where he was talking about Peacemaker and, you know, what the second season might be looking like. And he did state that he's been working not just on like a Peacemaker second season, but he's been working on one DC project that's separate and yet another DC project and yet another that's separate. So like,
it's Batman and Scooby-Doo.
I'm super excited because James Gunn, we've been sitting here like as soon as Peacemaker finished up.
Like, whoa, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we were like, put him at the helm.
Yeah.
Give him the keys to the universe.
Just like people want Jon Favreau and like, God, I'm blanking.
Dave Filoni
to run like the Star Wars universe. Like that's how people feel about like James Gunn about DC.
Absolutely.
Let's theorize about what it could possibly be. It's got to be an ensemble movie, right? And when you think about DC ensemble movies, you think like not Swamp Thing. Sorry, I don't know why I said Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
No, Swamp Thing.
Him and the Plants.
I wanted to see like Teen Titans.
Oh, dude, I would love to see a good Teen Titans movie. Or like a series. I'd be okay with a series too. I mean, the Titans series that's like it's on HBO Max now.
It's super serious.
It is?
It's like
I was just gonna say it's kind of bad.
It's bad?
I didn't enjoy it that much.
I was just saying it was serious just because of its tone, which isn't like exactly James Gunn.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would love to see that, and he does have, I feel like a pretty good handle on what did you say? What was the word you used? The group?
Oh, the ensemble.
For ensemble movies.
Yeah,
I think he has a good sense for those movies.
Yeah.
He made Guardians, made Suicide Squad, killed Peacemaker, like so good. But yeah, I would love to see more of that, and I would love to see more of like his kind of signature throughout all those movies, like bringing obscure characters to kind of mainstream. Like I really am excited to see what he chooses to do, because I don't think James Gunn is going to choose to do a project that is shitty. No. He wouldn't choose to do a Morbius movie. Just saying. All right. Our second thing, I just wanted to mention this. Oscar Isaac. He turned down a role for a Francis Ford Coppola movie.
Oh, cool. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I mean, no reason given or anything. I just wanted to mention that, fuck you, man. I hate you. Anyway.
I want Francis Ford Coppola to direct a superhero movie.
Yeah, I did not want to see that. Oh, no way. I feel like that. No, I'm not going to get into that.
No.
All right, let's talk something really exciting. We actually got a deleted scene. Matt Reeves gave us a deleted scene of Joker.
Here's the thing. I can both see why this was cut from the film.
Yeah.
And also I can be like, they should have kept that in.
Yeah.
I see both sides of why. Because Barry Keoghan gives a great performance as a Joker.
He does.
Right? But at the same time, he kind of like gives away all of like Riddler's motivations.
Most definitely.
And it kind of like, it provides that insight into who the Riddler is in the film, and it just takes away from like Batman being his own detective a little bit.
Yeah.
So I understand that. Also, maybe the makeup wasn't all there.
I
understand Joker is a disgusting human being, and maybe they're trying to match that with like his appearance.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's kind of off-putting to the point where you're like, I don't like it. Like, not even like, ooh, that's nasty. It's like,
it's Danny DeVito in Batman Returns.
Exactly.
Ugh, disgusting.
They gotta learn. They gotta learn by now. Like that. Yeah. Like, you know, you can go like say, oh, he's deformed, but he looked like he was stung by a bunch of bees.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
he was just so puffed up, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that was the one thing, appearance-wise, I took out of that as an issue. Like, he did look just so, like, I know that's not Barry Keoghan's face. Like, I know his face isn't puffy. Like, it was just kind of weird. But yeah, I'll definitely agree. I can see why it was cut, and I would have loved to see it tossed in, but it does take away a lot of the detective work that, you know, Batman would have to do to discover why the Riddler was the way he was. And, you know, this coming out after, I think it's pretty good. A good lean in.
Like, not even like a leak or anything, but like the studio's like, oh, you guys want to see it? Here it is.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Like, you guys can see
like,
it.
You're going to see it on the DVD copy anyway.
Yeah.
You go, man. Just have it now.
Nerds. Like, you want to see this, you eat this shit up. And then they're probably doing it to gain more traction for the film.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to like maximize box office. So people are like, oh my God, Batman.
Yeah, but I mean, also I got to say, one of the things that we said in our Batman review was, I don't really want to see, Joker immediately. No Joker. I don't know. I'd be okay with him making a like a Penguin level appearance in the next movie. I'd be okay with that. Honestly. I mean, it was enough.
Background character. Joker.
I mean,
Joker
that's true. Yeah, no, you're right about that.
Like,
it pulled me in. You know, I'm excited to see more.
Like a piece of media, maybe besides like the Adam West Batman, where it's like Joker wasn't front and center in terms of villainy.
Fair point.
You know, Joker ain't gonna be like a Sandman in like a Sinister Six type vibe.
Yeah,
he is the Green Goblin. He is like the head of the.
I mean, honestly, he can't even blend into a group like Green Goblin did. Like, I don't think he could. Like, honestly, he is a front leading man. I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
You have anything else to say about that deleted scene? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
it thoroughly, and maybe I'll go see Batman again.
Yeah.
You wanna go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Something else we got. There's not too much here. There's a Madam Web movie coming up. I'm really not sure when. I don't think Sony has told us literally anything about it other than Dakota Johnson got casted. We don't know who she's playing, but recently we got Sydney Sweeney from Euphoria. She played Cassie. She got casted in that.
I love Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, she's great. I really hope that her role kind of has...
She fixes cars on TikTok.
Does she really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that. I have heard that she's like multi-talented in a bunch of different ways. Like she's a martial artist or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see what she is. I'm not really sure what it'll be. I'd love to see her as Black Cat, but
Black Cat, possible. I see Spider-Gwen, possible.
Would love to see a Spider-Gwen. I've been wanting to see a Spider-Gwen on the big screen for so long, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just excited to have her in there. As long as her role has like some emotional nuance to it, just gonna kill it.
Absolutely,
it's gonna kill it. She was so good in Euphoria. For Ms. Marvel, we got our trailer.
Ooh, I want to talk about this.
We got our trailer for Ms. Marvel.
If you ever are like thinking about Marvel, DC, cinema, and superhero genre, right? I want you to look at the trailer for Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And then I want you to just think of the Batman, right? You are just going to get a clear and concise picture of what each studio is doing right now.
Very true.
Miss Marvel came out with a trailer, and it was the most middle school-esque trailer I think I've ever seen, like for any movie in my life.
Absolutely.
And I can tell, I'm not like ragging on like, oh, it was bad quality, it looked bad because it's made for kids or anything, but I understand.
I'll say that.
This is not made for you and me.
It's not.
Whatsoever.
That's literally what I have wrote down. I wrote, I'm glad it gives a voice to the I want to be a hero so bad kids, but I don't think it's written for me.
Yeah, it's not. It is not being made for you and me. Also, they changed their powers, whatever.
I mean, that I'm kind of more okay with, because it is kind of Ms. Marvel's powers. It's just not like she's not growing like Plastic Man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a projection.
They're probably
almost.
gonna have Mr. Fantastic in there. They didn't want like two people with like the same powers.
Sure,
We'll go with that.
sure.
But at the moment, this like with like the Fault in Our Star type like writing and stuff
yeah,
in the trailer.
didn't
and
super love that.
Oh,
I
not
hope
at
that's
all.
just in the trailer, but
I
I
hope
know
that's
it's
just
not.
in the
I know
trailer,
it's
man.
not, dude.
It just looks bad.
Yeah, it comes out June 8th. It's going to be streaming on Disney Plus only. But
And it's very curious because usually I don't feel like Disney Plus has had multiple shows running at the same time.
not really.
Because
I
they're
don't
going to
think.
be having Kenobi and Miss Marvel running at the same during the same time
True,
frame, you know?
yeah.
So I wonder if like they're really confident in one show or maybe not confident in the other.
I mean, maybe that definitely could be it. Or, maybe they perceive it as like, we're releasing two things right now. Let's make them for different audiences. Like,
Mhm.
let's make Miss Marvel more, centered towards a middle school, high school kind of vibe. And let's make Kenobi, obviously, a more adult vibe. Like, that's what I'm hoping.
It's not even a high school vibe, bro. It's like
No.
it's like
It really is kind of a
a
great school.
tween.
Yeah,
It's like a tween vibe.
very much so.
And that's what I want to say before I get off track a little bit. It's like Marvel is right now, they're not pandering, but they're definitely focusing on that younger audience.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very curious to see like if that is going to be more prominent in the future. Because I mean, to begin with, like the Marvel movies that we've got have been like made for the younger generation, for like the people that are like 25 and under,
Yeah.
mostly, and
Yeah, but I mean, it's not this centered towards kids.
oh yeah,
though.
this is like, it's like I've known like this isn't for like, oh, serious, it's Oscar worthy, it's like
Yeah.
Academy Award worthy type movies, but this one is just blatant, just like we don't give a fuck, like this is made for kids, like
Yeah.
you like it or you don't. If you don't like it because you're not a kid,
Yeah, I gotta say, this is the one Marvel project going in that I'm really not that excited about watching. Like,
Yeah, me neither.
honestly, I'm gonna watch it and I'll be open because honestly, I'm a big believer
Mhm.
in the fact that like, yeah, kids shows can absolutely be adult shows as well.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know, something about this kids show is definitely giving me.
Well, let's
I
not
don't-
judge a book by its cover, but right now we're saying this is a straight kids show.
I'm gonna say straight kids show.
This
for
is a
now.
Disney Channel show. Like that's what it looks like. It might as well be.
This is what was it? Disney X? What was it? Well, the
Disney XD.
Disney XD show.
Yeah,
That's what this
Disney
is.
XD show.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean it wasn't anything super captivating to me. In fact, it pushed me a little bit away, but I'm still interested. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm still interested. It definitely, I think Kamala Khan is a great character,
Mhm.
and I think that again, as I like quickly mentioned before, like it does give a lot of characterization to that. Like, oh man, I'm an everyday kid, but I want to be a hero. Like, I'm sure it's going to delve into you
Yeah.
can be a hero in your own way.
Absolutely.
Like, but yeah, let's get into the next. Mark Ruffalo recently said in an interview he was doing a press junket for the Atom Project. He recently said about the upcoming She-Hulk series that, okay, the quote that everyone's pulling is that he's going to pass the torch. That
There's
is
no torch
not.
to pass, bro.
That's also
There's
an
no
issue.
torch to pass for the Hulk.
But the actual quote was he's going to pass the banner. So I don't know what that means. He hasn't
Like an STD?
no like a banner, like a poster or something. I don't.
Oh well, I thought Bruce Banner. He's like, I'm gonna give you the banner. And it's like he like gives her an STD and she like becomes She-Hulk or something. I don't know.
Didn't even make that connection. That's
Yeah.
good wordplay, Mark Ruffalo. Well done. But yeah,
I'm gonna give you the banner.
he definitely said that. So he didn't like confirm that he's ending his time with Marvel. But
Yeah.
Dude,
At this point, all of those original 6 are coming to an end. Like,
yeah, I
like-
think so.
they're moving on. Hawkeye got his show. Mark Ruffalo is gonna get like his bag and pass the banner.
His bag. That's about it.
Yeah, and it's just like
Black Widow's done.
Yeah.
Cap's done. Tony's done.
but it's like passing the mantle or passing the banner, bro. It might as well be an STD. Like, there's nothing to pass.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest complaints about him saying that. I was like, that's cool and all, but I felt like Hulk, out of every character in the MCU, I think I feel the most shortchanged by the time that we got out of Hulk.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I mean,
Absolutely.
like his storyline logically makes sense. It tracks. I'm in the middle of a rewatch now. It does. Like it makes sense, but I'm still disappointed. Like
It's because Universal owns like the rights, and Universal doesn't want to make a movie.
So annoying.
Yeah.
I wanted to see something more from that character. And
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else to tack on for that?
It might be an STD. That's it. All right,
Could
yeah.
be.
Move on to the next one.
I can't believe I didn't think of that. We got news that the writer for Moon Knight, he recently came out and said, like, hey, I am writing a Nova feature. He didn't really
Nova.
say. Yeah,
right.
like,
This is a more obscure character.
It is.
So Nova is part of the Nova Corps from Guardians of the Galaxy. If you go back and watch that, so the Nova Corps is like this like police almost force, and they fight for justice and everything. But I think what it is that Nova is what he's called. He has like this special ability. He has like energy powers, and he's like one of a kind on his planet.
Yeah.
So it's he's very cool. He's been in other Marvel like projects, like the Spider-Man animated show. He was in that one.
Yeah.
So, writing a Nova feature would be pretty cool because that would involve like more space travel, more of that like other part off Earth area.
He brings a cosmic.
Oh, and also, did you know that I don't know who said it, but they said that Marvel is gonna start focusing on stories that aren't exactly taking place in New York.
Oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
So
seeing as literally almost all of them.
Yeah, literally like all in New York. Maybe we'll get one in like Tallahassee, Florida. Oh, that would be so cool.
Let me just. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Keep going.
I'm just saying, if I can give one piece of advice to Marvel executives, don't come near Florida to film. I'm just saying. No. But anyway.
I can be an extra in the show. I'll be an extra in the show. If they need to be like, oh no, Spider-Man, you got to find a place that has 15 gas stations and 2 McDonald's and 2 Chick-fil-A's on one stretch of street. What are you going to do? He's like, I know the exact place. Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh my God.
Right? And they're like, oh my God, Spider-Man, you're a genius. And then they come, and then I'm like an extra in the background, like, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's
perfect. That's the movie.
That's the movie. Pitch.
All right. One thing that left for that is like, yeah, we get to see a pretty like a bigger cosmic element brought into play.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see that, leading into maybe a Galactus. Like I would love to see him in a movie, like Silver Surfer. I'd love to see him in a movie. But I mean, other than that, we really don't know anything about it. That's literally all that was said about it was, hey, I'm writing a script. Kevin Feige's going to produce it. We don't even know if it's going to be a movie or a TV show. It's likely to just be a TV show, but it could be a movie. I would love to see like a Nova movie.
The only ones that are going to get like movies now are probably going to be the biggest IPs that they have going for them right now. Like, what Marvel movies are coming out? There's probably going to be, I mean,
Doctor Strange is coming out.
Are the only ones that they're going to make are like, everything feels like an Avengers movie now.
A little bit, yeah.
Everything just feels like, ooh, who's in it? Who's in it? Who's in it?
Yeah, because we're so big scale now.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm thinking, like, man, if we're bringing in characters like Nova, like, oh my God, are we ever going to see a street level story again? Like, I wonder how grounded Moon Knight is going to be.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
They said it wasn't going to be that connected to the MCU, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to watch like videos on like, oh, this character could be coming in. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, people are going to make those videos regardless.
Yeah, I know, but with like WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it was just so
WandaVision was worse.
So
was
bad.
The absolute worst.
Horrid.
Oh my God. Well, no, not okay. Not in quality. I enjoyed WandaVision.
They had to know what they were doing when they said, there's a scientist you got to go talk to. And they're like, are you sure? And they're like, yes.
I'm just saying the hype.
Why would you build up the importance and it's just some girl?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, okay. Cool.
It's just a rando. And
just some lady. And you're like,
this is not a significant
is your name like Dr. Rita Richards or something? Like
Rita Richards.
Like what? Like who are you?
Yeah, no, I definitely like. Again, I don't think it's bad, but I definitely was annoyed with the fandom and the show at that point. Because fandom, obviously, you can't stop them from just rolling with literally every little thing you can see.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the studio. You can see them doing this little like, oh, here you go. Here you go.
Ooh,
oh, look.
Who could it be?
Oh, look, it's Evan Peters. But it's not.
Boner. His name's Boner.
So dumb. Anyway, our last piece of news that was...
Boner. Go ahead.
Boner. Our last piece of news that was like super interesting to me that I wanted to grab for this week was that
Boner.
Daredevil is gonna get some stuff here. Daredevil's gonna get some stuff.
Daredevil!
It's confirmed that they're working. Marvel Studios is working on a Daredevil project. Not really sure what it is yet. Kevin Feige did say that he described it as a Daredevil series reboot. So can very strongly assume a TV show, but we'll see. But yeah, with Charlie Cox being confirmed as playing Daredevil in future projects, I'm so hyped to see it. So hyped to see it. I can just see like a still from the shows that they put them on Disney Plus now, all of the Netflix shows. But I am so excited to see Charlie Cox again.
Oh yeah,
as Daredevil.
I'm a Cox fan.
I'm a Cox fan too.
That is just going to be a soundbite I use.
I like Cox.
You're making it too easy, man. All right, I haven't even finished season 3 of Daredevil, if I'm being honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like I felt lost at the beginning when it was like I had to watch Defenders to like understand where he was in the beginning, and I was like, oh. But then you don't really need to. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, but I'm gonna finish watching it on Disney Plus now. So
yeah, no, it's so good.
I'm very excited. Like introducing him in Spider-Man, and then we're gonna get more of him.
100%.
I mean, they're switching up, bro.
They are.
Kevin Feige's switching up. He's a little scared. He's playing scared right now. I'm telling you that right now. Because back in the day, when Avengers: Age of Ultron made like $2 billion, he's like, "Oh yeah, fuck no, those shows are not in the universe, bro. Fuck no, absolutely not."
He's down bad for some quality now.
And then like all these movies are like getting some like criticism. Like Captain Marvel got a lot of criticism, and then like Endgame finished, and he's like, What do I do now?
Yeah, and I mean the
what do I do
TV
now?
shows
and then Black Widow got pushed back, and then everything got pushed back, and then COVID hit. He's like, actually, did you guys actually believe me when I said that the shows weren't canon? Dude, I was totally joking. Like, no, they're canon. We're gonna buy them from Netflix and put them on our show. You know, like,
guys, we have Daredevil. Guys, we have we're set. We're good. We're
set.
Good.
Guys, I was joking. It's totally canon. Yeah, we see you, Kevin.
Yeah,
he's playing scared from DC right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
they scared, man.
I don't know. I feel bad for saying this, but yeah, I definitely feel like Marvel is kind of on a downward-ish slope, and DC's kind of ramping up.
Yeah,
like
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna say that every week.
We are, and you know what? I hope it gets confirmed every single week.
Every week.
I got nothing against Marvel. I'm just saying I don't love the direction that we're headed, guys. No. I don't love it.
You're going too big, too fast.
Yeah.
You know, you took 10 years to get to the big scale, and then everything is just big.
Yeah.
You know?
I think what you said earlier was very accurate. Every movie coming out, I'm like, what other characters will I see? Thor: Love and Thunder, we get Guardians and Thor. Like, even in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we get Thor again. And
yeah.
Everything's an Avengers movie. By the way, a small note that I learned over the past week, Avengers: Age of Ultron was the most expensive MCU project to make.
Probably because it was in that turning point where it's like the actors wanted a lot of money, and the MCU was really, really, really blowing up.
Everyone was ready to cash in.
And they're like, oh shit, we got to pay Robert Downey Jr. $50 million to be in the movie.
I'm just saying, out of all the Avengers movies, it's not bad, but it's definitely my least favorite by far, and I can't believe it costed the most.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I think with Miss Marvel, it's just going to be an instance where Marvel's going to start shifting towards that younger, like focusing on that younger audience.
Yeah.
They're not going to try to like play like the balance and middle game of like, oh, we are for like an older and younger generation, but it's like you can choose. But no, I think they're accepting that DC is going to be taking that older audience away from them.
Yeah.
In terms of like involvement on social media, and it comes to marketing, because a huge part of Marvel is people talking about it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and when the people talking about it are, you know, not as excited about it, or the people that you're trying to market to aren't as excited about it.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna. It's just you're gonna have to spend more, and you're gonna have to like do all this more work, and it's just not gonna work out for you when you can just focus on that younger generation.
Yeah.
That like untapped potential of that younger audience that DC doesn't have a hold over.
Not really.
So
no.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna start seeing is Marvel after like Multiverse of Madness. We're gonna be getting a lot more jokey. He's right behind me, isn't he? Kind of stuff.
I mean, we already had like that was.
It's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, one of the things that I had mentioned to Ben before we started recording was, you know, I finished watching Infinity War today,
mm-hmm.
and I don't know, it didn't land as well as it has in past watches.
Sorry, Jeremy, that's incorrect.
No, I mean it's fantastic, and
It's
it
incorrect.
still got like a 9.2 from me. But yeah, a lot of the pieces I looked at, I'm like, that is really quippy.
Yeah,
Like I don't really see that being said in
because
a
it's very hard.
conversation.
I think in those types of films, it's very hard to push that story forward.
Mhm.
And like go scene to scene to scene, jumping around like the entire galaxy,
Yeah.
without having some sort of like fade out to what's going on. And that's how they do it a lot of the time. Be like,
Yeah.
like, oh, have you tried putting the synapses with the neurons? And he's like, oh, we didn't think of that. And she's like, yeah,
Why
right?
wouldn't you have them work collectively?
yeah. And then you're just like, okay, and then you just move to the next one, right?
Yeah.
Everything's supposed to have that period on it, and like when you have that quip, it's like the period to the end of the sentence of the scene.
Yeah.
And you can't really, it makes it so much easier that way,
Mhm.
instead of trying to make everything flow
Yeah.
continuously over and over and over again. It just gives them a way out in a lot of instances, but
It does.
it just feels kiddie a lot.
Yeah, it does, and and leading to that, like it definitely makes me feel like they're not talking down to me, but it feels that way sometimes because I really enjoyed Batman to the point where like I had to kind of piece this stuff together
Mhm.
as Bruce went. Like I wasn't getting just told straight out like Wong in the start of Avengers Infinity War. The universe was created. Now there's 6 stones in existence.
Oh, that
Thanos
was
is coming
so
to get
funny.
these stones. I'm like, I could have gotten that by you just going through the story. You didn't have to sit and explain all of that to
Mhm.
me. I really disliked that on this watch. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's move on to our last segment for the day. We're just going to take a quick look ahead at the next 10 weeks, what we got coming so far.
Okay. So, season 2 look ahead. We have the Oscars coming up, as we said. We have Moon Knight that we're going to be watching upon release. We're going to have goddamn Morbius. We're going to have a little review of a very, very sought after game that we've been waiting for years, the Lego Skywalker Saga.
Years and
I'm
years.
so excited.
So excited.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We might leave Morbius and go see Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Maybe.
Yeah, we might do that. We have Fantastic Beast for all you Harry Potter fans out there, not J.K. Rowling fans. Doctor Strange, and the Kenobi, and then for some reason the Bob's Burger movie.
Okay,
So,
I put it on there because Bob's Burgers is fire, and I really enjoyed the show.
what are they gonna do?
I want to go
man?
see it.
What are they gonna do, man?
I don't
But,
care.
Yeah, stay tuned. We have a lot of stuff coming up. We're gonna be doing like a trivia episode. We're gonna be doing a guess the movie episode. We're just gonna be doing all of these cool things.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be coming up with more and more content as we go. So follow our socials at Not Quite Cinema on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter and YouTube. And we will be up to date. We'll be sharing any sort of comic book news, any ideas that we have, any reviews that we come out with,
Mhm.
and any other movies that come out that we're really interested, like Everything All at Once, that multiverse movie by A24. We will be seeing that as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for coming to see our season 2 premiere.
So excited.
We have a great season ahead. Woo! Adios, everyone. Bye bye.
See you next week.